I think how someone feels with you on the phone, yeah. If they feel like, oh God, I'm going through the same fucking sales script that everybody else has. And by the way, people are thinking that about you. Everyone in this industry has recycled the sales script. Okay? I should make a video about this. Okay? So when you come on the call and you use the same lines, don't think that these people haven't spoken to someone else saying the same shit. Because they have. That's why freestyling is an art. And you have to learn how to freestyle. Because if you're going through that one process, people are just like, oh, this guy. You know, the trust just drops within the first 10 minutes.
I think a good way to think about it as well is the relationships, right? Like with every call, it shouldn't be a sales call. It's like the beginning of a relationship.
Yeah.
And right, with some dates you're gonna maybe kiss the girl on the first date. With some maybe you wanna go on a few dates before you experience.
And some people you don't want to.
Right.
You don't even want to. You know, you should be prepared to push someone away.
And they'll respect you a bit more. So like just to use the example of me working with David, first mastermind I came to, he was like, hey man, I don't think you're ready for like working together yet. But he referred someone to work with me and I hired her and she was an amazing hire. At that point I was like, okay, I'll listen to whatever David has to say from that point onwards.
Value, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's the same even with your sales, with the content you put out, is you building a relationship. Maybe I tell people, hey, now buy the under the desk treadmill. They buy that and they're like, damn, I'm down 5 pounds. They've already paid their fee, right? Like they've already received something from me. So with like follow-ups and even just a sales process, I signed on to, they're married to each other, but it took 3 calls. And that man was like, you know what, hey, this is what you need. Think about it if you want to think about it, or do this first. Have a conversation with your wife.
You're actually there to serve the person.
Exactly.
Yeah. When you think about sales too much, man, you know, I have this analogy of like a gear shift, you know, on a manual car. Like you're in gear 1 to start with, right? You got to get to gear 6. But sometimes in sales, when you start the sales process, the salesman's already thinking about gear 5. You got to start, and then when it's appropriate, you will move up a shift.
And how do you manage that with, for example, scarcity tactics? For example, if you close now, you have like X amount off.
I think it depends where it comes from. If it comes from a genuine place where you're actually going to not give something to them the next time they call, then go for it, right? But if you're bullshitting and they come back to you next week, you're like, okay, cool, you know, take the discounted price. Then you won't tell them the truth. So if it's a genuine thing, I think and also it can depend on industry, but I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Well, like if you're going to say, for example, there's 5 spots left, there ain't 5 spots left, the chance shit. And they know your chance shit as well, you know? Unless they're like a McDonald's worker. You know, then you're just...
Nothing wrong in that.
No, nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with McDonald's? Oh yeah, nothing wrong with McDonald's. But I'm just saying that...
How many stars did you get though?
Stars? Oh yeah. 2.
That's cool.
I love McDonald's, by the way. The Founder, one of my favorite movies. So as long as it comes from a genuine place.
So basically, you would basically, yeah, if it's gone, and next call comes, and
I'll give you an example. Yeah. I think Brian, even we can talk about this again. When Brian signed up to the mastermind, Quantum, there was only 100 spots. We were already full on 100 spots. So I literally said to Brian, no. But if he pays, I can put him at the front of the queue. But it was all
for
true.
The next one.
Yeah, no. Until someone drops out. Or someone's tuition doesn't renew, he'll get first dibs. That was real. He knew it was real. I wasn't bullshitting. You know, so the energy, you know, is just like, it's not something you can fake. I don't believe in fake until you make it.